What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hot Seat, an interview segment where we ask players, casters, and people all involved in the Mobile Legends community questions that we think viewers want to ask them, not just your typical interview questions. Questions that sometimes people are a little bit too scared to ask, questions that I like to call hot takes. Join with me today is Fallen. A lot of you guys might know him from NACT M4 qualifiers, the grand finals. Used to be the jungler for the Simpsons and has recently moved over to Team Avalon. Will be competing in the top 8 of NACT for the M5 qualifiers. How are you doing today, Fallen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I see you're vibing in the car right now. I don't think I've ever done an interview with anyone that's
That's
been hanging out in their car.
yeah, that's my peaceful space right here.
It's nice. You got the little slight glow above the head. You look good, man. You look good. Uh,
Thank you, thank you.
so we were just talking about it a little before the interview started. You said you just moved over to Avalon like a week or two ago, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you feel comfortable with them. How's it feel with the team? How's the synergy? How's everything going?
So everything is still under progress, but yeah, we're still developing synergy. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
doing good.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we've been winning scrims recently too.
I think a lot of people are
Yeah.
putting your team definitely in top 4. Most of the power rankings I've seen, the team is definitely up there comparative to some of the other teams. Of course, there's some big mountains for you guys to climb, but I think a
Mhm.
lot of us are expecting your team to possibly, end up in LA at the end of the season as one of the 4 teams. You do you feel confident with it?
Yeah, of course. I'm confident. This I trust these guys. Like they're strong.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have a stacked team. We have you, Basic, Arvel. Those are some of the big names that most people will know. Totnak, who
Mhm.
played in Ackerman last season. Demon. Definitely, it's like a team of misfits almost, but at the same time, we know that all these players are strong, and a lot of you guys have been in teams together in the past and things like that. Arvel and Basic, things like that. So, I mean, there's definitely already, I feel like, a little bit of synergy there, right?
Mhm.
All right, so
Yeah.
before we, I feel like we've broken ice. Everybody already kind of knows who you are. Let's get to the good stuff, the spicy stuff. We're going to kind of just fire through
Y-
some questions. And like I told you before this interview started, answer honestly, answer dishonestly, whatever you want to do. My main thing is just answer the questions. We'll start off with some simple things. Um, Out of all the 8 teams, what team are you personally most excited to play against?
Mm. So we've been screaming versus BTK a lot, so we know how we know they trap we know all the trap in picks, but yeah, we still unknown about TOB. Like they are the biggest threat to us. Like yeah, beside BTK,
So,
they're the biggest threat.
so you think so? Are you
So I want to
excited to
go.
play against Tob? Like, is it
Yeah,
like?
yeah, and I want to play against TOB. Yeah,
So,
cause I hate tank jungle, man. When I versus BTK, I don't like to use that.
so that
Like it's
was.
boring.
Speaking of jungle, that's something I did want to. That was going to be maybe towards the last question, but now that you've mentioned it, we'll bring it into the next question. Are there any heroes? I mean, there's been huge meta changes, a lot of things going on with heroes that are back in, heroes that are viable again. Are there any heroes you're excited to play? Any heroes that fans, viewers, casters, we should watch out for you to jump on? From what I know, is you have a pretty good pool from assassins to tanks to fighters. Anything that maybe we should keep an eye out for?
So yeah, this is pretty much like the semi tank and assassin meta. So you should expect me to play both assassin and tank. Like depend. So I want to play Ling, but it's always banned. So yeah,
That's so. Ling would definitely be a hero. You'd be like, if it's open, you want to jump on it.
yeah, definitely. That's a strong hero.
Yeah, it's banned everywhere right now. I mean, in any
Yeah.
events, I just cast a WCG and it was banned every single game until the very last game. It's overseas. He is not allowed to play. He's banned more than Fanny's banned right now, which is insane.
Yeah, like only in pro scene they ban Ling more than Fanny.
He's definitely an issue. Back
Mm-hmm.
to teams. So, what team do you think will give you the hardest time?
Mm. It's only TOB and BTK really. So, like for the other teams, we haven't seen much of them, but yeah, we still have to keep an eye on them. Like the Nighthorn, Bloodhound, yeah, they could have hidden something like that could surprise us. Like you never know.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely
so
hungry new teams. Similar, I mean, I feel like they're almost similar to teams like Team First Blood last year, teams like teams kind of like the Simpsons that were on the lower side of the totem pole and then slowly worked their way up and started making it to top 8 regularly. I think a lot of us are wondering if Bloodhounds, Night Horde, if they're going to be like a new staple top 8 or if this is going to be a one-time showing. Um, this is where they'll definitely be tested. But earlier you said BTK you've scrimmed a lot against, so would you say that TOB there's a little bit more worry there just because you don't really know what all they have up their sleeve or what they've been planning because you haven't really gotten the chance to have scrims against them.
yeah, because they have a lot of play style. Like they're sometimes you cannot predict the rotation. You never know what they're gonna do. Like yeah, like when you're just farming, then suddenly there's 5 people in your jungle. Like what the hell? What's our tank doing? Why are they here? Like yeah, it's kind of shock. Like when you versus game like that versus them, it's frustrating. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they strong for being unpredictable. Yeah.
and I think right now a lot of teams are probably going to be unpredictable, just because of
Hmm.
like so many different. I think more and more heroes are going to become viable as we move through all of this, and more strategies are getting tested. Teams are trying new things. Um, do you guys have a couple cards up your sleeve? I'm not asking you to tell them, but are there like some things maybe that all right, maybe we pull this out. Oh, this is something we've been practicing that no one knows about yet. Are there any possible trade secrets happening behind the scenes?
Yeah, we've been practicing with a Gushin mid a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a mid laner main hero. He's good. He's so damn good at it. Like he win the lane. He win his lane every time. Like I don't know how he do that on a Gushin. Like yeah,
Pull
he's
out the
so strong
Gushin
on it.
against Hoon? Question mark.
We'll see, we'll see.
that
But
that'd
only
be
one,
that would
only
be
one can
epic.
use it though. Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot have two Gushin in one game.
Yeah,
Like as much I want to see that. Yeah, there's only one.
for sure. Now, we talked about the hardest team. This is going to be a kind of spicy one. What team do you think will be the easiest team to play against?
The easiest.
The
Um.
easiest. What team are you guys not even stressed about?
So yeah, Nova Core just dropped out. Like we're supposed to against them.
Aggravate one
Yeah,
came in instead of them.
yeah, they replaced them. So I think yeah, we should be able to like sweep them easy, no effort.
I like it. I like it. I think definitely them being kind of a runner-up team already. Um, a lot of people are wondering if they're going to withstand, or are they going to be like the new Lamey top team that sits at the lower side of the bracket the whole time. Um, so I like it. Now on a global span, is there any team globally? It doesn't have to be NA. It can be an NA team, or it can be anywhere. Any team that you personally really idolize, any team that you look up to, any top favorite, when cheering on anywhere other than yourself.
So I would definitely support Onyx Indo. They're strong. Like yeah, they're very strong. Like they beat Echo. Like yeah, they took revenge. Like they took it personal, and they sweep them.
They
Yeah, like
did.
nothing.
They
Yeah.
definitely are like monsters right now. I think the meta fits Indonesia so well right now too. It's
Hmm.
insane.
Yeah, it's assassin meta for Kyrie too. Yeah, he we could bust one of them out, and it's GG.
He's been waiting on this. This is like
For
everything
real.
has been
The
waiting for it.
emblem, the
Yeah.
emblem change. We've been waiting for that.
So, would you say that Kyrie would be your favorite player globally, or is there another jungler that maybe you really respect? Is there a certain player globally that is maybe someone you aspire to be similar to?
So there's two other jungle that I personally like beside Kyrie, that are Demon Kite and BTR Ken. Those
Okay,
those two guys are good. Yeah,
I
I
like it.
like the playstyle. I like the playstyle of those two.
BTR is doing pretty well right now over in Indonesia. I don't know if you're following MPL ID at all, but I think they're top three
Yeah, I
right
do watch
now.
it sometimes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they've definitely come a long way. Demon Kite's come a long way. Uh, I like it, and not like it's. I like the fact that you just didn't give staple picks either. You didn't give like a Carl Teasy, a Wise, or a Kyrie, something like that. You went a little bit off the beaten track, so you get points for that. You get points for that.
Don't hate me. Like I hate tank jungle. Like I hate those who play tank jungle, bro. Like yeah, Carl DC play tank jungle. I don't like it. It's boring, honestly.
Definitely
Like
excited. So I mean,
assassin. Yeah, yep. More room for flashy play. It makes the audience want to watch you more. Yeah.
I feel like the only thing I'm worried about though with the assassins coming back and with the way the meta is, it feels like games are gonna possibly go back to being very fast. One of the things personally as a caster and a viewer I liked about the bulkier meta was you'd come down to like 27 minutes sometimes and the pressure's on. You're on like Lord number 4, you know, and there was like some hype in that build up in that. And now it's like I'm worried that a lot of games are just going to be like 3K gold lead at 8 minutes, game ends at like 12 minutes, and just boom.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm a little worried about.
Yeah. Sometimes the games only decide like in the first 2 minutes. That's
Hmm.
it. Like, there's no comeback.
All right, so we have moved through most of the questions. Thank you so much, Fallen. Any words to teams, players, viewers, anything like that? Anything you want to say to anybody before we cut off here?
All right. So thank you guys for support Avalon and put up trust trust us to win this thing. Yeah. I'll make sure like, not to let anyone down. Like yeah. I'll try to get to LA. It's my hometown. I want to perform on it. Yeah.
See you in
That's
LA.
all.
See you in LA. I like it.
For real. I'm in LA. I'm 40-minute drive from here.
I like it. Well, we'll see you. Hopefully, we see you there. I'm sure. I believe that Avalon can definitely make it to top 4. But if for some reason you guys don't, I'm sure we'll probably still see you in LA since you're only 40 minutes away. Um, Definitely don't forget hype up Team Avalon. NACT's getting on, and I'm super excited to see how you guys play. Thank you again, Fallen, for joining me on the hot seat.